Hello, this is Boston Unlimited once again, and today we're going to have a look at the fight coming up later today in the evening, in the night, in the United States Atlantic City, and it's a fight between Boots Ennis and Emantis Stanionis. Who is going to win in this fight? And well, this is our final thought. It's an addendum as well, you know, and. The question we will ask is, this fight might be a major fight of the year candidate. That is if he lives up to expectations, because a whole lot of people have felt that this fight is not going to go the distance. And then some people have felt that Stanionis lacked the experience to fight Boots, or Boots is far more better. Well, there are so many things to this fight, actually. Both boxers are good. I call it a 50, I called it a 50-55. And that is what I still believe it is. Because if Stanionis can put on the kind of pressure he pushes and throws the kind of combination he throws on opponents, Boots will have an advantage. Boots will be in trouble. Boots, we know, can fight on the front foot, on the back foot. He has so many arsenals, so many weapons to his arsenal, so to say. So Boots actually is a wonderful boxer. He's a switch boxer as well. And whether that is switching from left to right and the southpaw to orthodox is going to bother Stanionis, we do not know until the day. Stanionis is also a pressure kind of fighter who comes with a lot of combinations, accuracy in punches, and is very strong. He can take a bang. He's never been down before. But Boots says he's going to knock him out, which I'll see in the fight proper. This fight, as we said, is any boxer that comes in this fight, any boxer that comes in being a little bit timid or slightly overconfident is going to have issues in this fight, because both boxers are equally matched. It's a unification fight between the WBC and IBF, and is also for the ring magazine. WBA, sorry, and the IBF titles is at stake, and the ring magazine as well. The ring magazine, we know whoever has it is the best boxer. Ennis is with it at now. But will he still remain with him at the end of this fight? We do not know yet. We're looking at all the options available for both boxers to win this fight. This is our final thoughts, as we said. We think that if Ennis comes, we'll start with Ennis here. If Ennis comes into the fight and is overconfident that he's already won, he's going to have problems, because the person he's fighting is strong. The kind of pressure he comes with is something else. So what we're saying is that, we determine the fight. That's why we said it's a battle of, our previous write-up on this fight, we said it's a battle of styles. I will still maintain that today. And we feel that if Ennis in any way comes in overconfident, we've seen a lot post in his fight against Chukajin, the last fight he had, and when he defended his title. And we've seen those low posts. The question we're asking is, can Stanionis take advantage? If Stanionis comes to the fight and puts on his pressure mantle or pressure dress or clothes, and pressurizes Ennis and do not allow him, form a rhythm, and attack him from inside, because he's a shorter man. He's 5'8", Ennis is 5'10", but the reach advantage is one thing again, because Ennis has a reach advantage of over 5 inches over Stanionis, whose reach advantage is Ennis one is 74 inches, Stanionis is 69 inches. So it's about 5 inches, so to say. But does that really matter? What it does is give him advantage to the body. Can he pressurize Ennis and make him uncomfortable and make him lose his rhythm and throw his combinations? The pressure and the aggression of Stanionis will be needed here. How can Ennis manage it? We'll tell you this in no particular terms, in no particular order, in a bit. You see, Ennis is I would say he's a thorough boxer. So is Stanionis as well. Stanionis has been to the Olympics. Ennis is undefeated in 33 fights, 29 by knockout. Stanionis is undefeated in 15 fights, 9 by knockout. So, you see, they are unblemished. Somebody's own must have to go, as they say. But who is he going to be? That's the question we're asking. This is our final thoughts once again. And we're saying that styles make fights, as we said before. It depends on the style each boxer comes into the play with, into the ring with, under there. If Ennis comes in there feeling overconfident, as we said, not dotting his I's and T's and crossing his T's, he's going to be in problem. It's going to be a problem for him. But we're looking at the same thing applicable to Stanionis. If he comes there and thinks he can walk over and bulldoze Ennis and throw him apart and take him out, it's going to be a problem. So whoever in these both boxers, whoever is going to come through the way of educative and calculative attack, aggression, pressure, we know that Stanionis' fight is based on pressure. So how is Ennis going to avoid that? Ennis will know, can switch fight on the left, southpaw, on the right, orthodox. He can do that. But how is he going to cope with the pressure that Stanionis comes with? If he's not able to create the space, the distance, and the gap, and then stick it out to Stanionis, and then, box and fight him, he will be in trouble. The Stanionis will put him out. It's a good night, Ennis, if he does that. Because Ennis sounds a little bit overconfident for me. He was doing the Sudoku for something, and when he was doing the Sudoku while they were having a conference, and I was really wondering, and at the end, I was saying, what are you doing? He said he's doing the Sudoku. Do not overlook any person in boxing, because as we say in boxing, one punch can change the whole complexion of the fight. So if he's coming into this fight being a little bit overconfident, I think he will have problem, because Stanionis is a seasoned fighter. He can take a punch, he can throw a punch, he throws a lot of, he has pressure on his side. He's young, he's undefeated, he's confident, and he has momentum. Even though there's this rustiness that comes into this fight, and that is why I'm bending towards Ennis in this fight, because he's only fought 2 times, only once in 2 years now, Stanionis. So whether this is going to affect his cardio, affect his timing and everything, we will see in the fight proper. But to be honest with you, Ennis is a thorough boxer, so as is Stanionis. It's going to be a hell of a fight between both boxers. But what we're saying is any boxer who comes into the play and takes advantage of shortcomings of his opponent wins this fight. We say it's going to be by styles. But we also say that Stanionis possesses a kind of punches, and it sticks on you like a rash. If you can do that against Ennis, break his rhythm, make him uncomfortable, make him fight on the back foot where he's not too comfortable. Though Ennis can fight on the back foot, pressurize him, put him pressure, and do not allow him rest. Do not allow him think of what to do. If Stanionis is able to do that, he will win. But I have Ennis winning in this fight. No doubt in my mind about that. Why do I have Ennis winning? There are what I've been mentioned before. Stanionis has been off the ring. He's had long layoffs, one fight in 2 years or thereabout, and physically, Ennis has advantage, and experience-wise, Ennis also have advantage. Even though Stanionis has been to the Olympics as well in 2016, he's an Olympian. He's a very strong fighter. He's experienced. He's had over 300 amateur fights before the Olympics, and he's turned professional, and he's been unblemished. For Stanionis to win Ennis in this fight, I think he has to knock him out. Ennis is a man that can face adversity, even though his defense is a little bit leaky. Whether Stanionis is going to expose some certain things in that defense is what we were looking at, and we do not know, depending on what the fight later today, when the fight happens. But having said that, I will have to be honest with you. It's a hell of a fight. It's a unification fight. Who had expected Norman and Barros to also do us a unification fight so that we'll meet somebody who is going to be the undisputed. But I think that will happen now. Now Norman taking away Cuevas, and Barros has been silent. He is even regarded as the weakest link in the welterweight division. But you never know, you know. As we say, it just takes one punch to change the whole complexion of the fight. But having said that, I have to be honest with you. This fight is for Ennis to win or lose. If he can't beat Stanionis, I don't know who. Stanionis is not a walkover as well, so it's going to be a great fight. Some people say Ennis is going to TKO him, but I don't believe that. I believe this fight is going to go all the length. It's going to go the distance, and I believe because of the activity of both boxers, you know, it will depend on the style which one comes with. Whoever slacks a little bit or whoever does not do what he's supposed to do loses this fight. Our time is up, brothers and sisters. Do have a nice weekend, and we'll talk to you after the fight, you know. God bless. And do subscribe to the channel to make the channel grow. Do have a nice day, and God bless. Thanks you.